I'm not seeing the same thing you're seeing. I don't see the video.
Oh, really? I just sent you the
Oh,
one
okay,
in
never mind. Here we go.
Discord.
So there's like the tiny one, get the free template and tutorial. And then there's the video. Let me just go through. What does the video basically say?
The video is going to be the one we're about to do.
Okay, right on. Just making sure. Okay, so the thing will pop up. And yeah, and what's the opt-in is basically saying go to the certification, how you can get twice as much with SEO audit. You should say, you know, the free audits will get you $500 a day. Like that's a no-brainer. But if you want to be able to make, you know, twice as much and probably a quarter of the time, I don't really see that here. How taking the certification will stop the guesswork. Because
okay, so I should. Oh, sorry, you're cutting out.
No, I'm just coming in. So you're going to be in the video. You're going to be talking about how you use this to close $500 at least with an SEO audit, and you're going to be talking about your background and your history. And the person looking at you won't have that experience, and you can say on this that they could cut all of that time from all the guesswork that you've had, and they're going to go straight to, you know, being spoon-fed exactly how to do this. That's another thing you should add. And one more thing is something where you got to make the offer so easy for them to say, if I literally say no, I'm going to really regret it.
Right.
I don't know what's going to pop up. I can't see what will pop up, right? It's going to say click here to go to the course, but something where it's like, if you opt in right now, like literally, if you opt in right now, I will give you this. I will walk you through this. You can talk with Jake to learn how he closes our SEO audits, right? Book a call with him. We're going to set up another webinar tomorrow, which will give me enough time to do this. Or like in you know, I could probably upload the video by tomorrow, right? And get like a whatever training with him. But he's only going to do it Sunday, the 3rd of March. And he's never going to do it again.
That's the call to action at the end of the video. I'm saying for like right now for like the copy, like, do you see the screen I'm sharing?
Yes. I'm only on one monitor. Okay.
Oh.
Cut out countless hours of guess work out. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, can you help me with some copy for this page that we currently, like, can you write something out for this?
Yeah, I'll write something.
Okay. I'm going to just try to, while you're doing that, I'm going to try to finish adding all of the stuff they get, like the Discord and all that stuff. We need more testimonials from the Discord.
Yeah. I'm sure if you just reached out to each and every one. People this week were kind of, like, disgruntled. But I think they got, like, 1 or 2 videos.
Oh, this week? Well, it's because freaking Evo got sick, dude.
Dude, there's me.
I know, but the training's supposed to be with Evo.
I know. That's fine. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to give you like 10 headlines that fit this, maybe 15, and I'll just send you something here. Okay. Well, here, you can give me probably 10 minutes. I'll probably come back with 10 headlines here.
Okay. Well, let me add 2 to this call. Dude, what's up, dude? Jake's in the call with us.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey Jake, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. I'm writing copy right now.
Cool.
So Jake was thinking that we'd have you and him, or I was thinking that we'd have you and Jake being the student, you being the enrollment guy, and then me being like the person who's creating this, and then you two are going to be playing to the emotions, and I'll be playing like the analytical standpoint. And
Sounds good.
And then you and Jake are just going to basically just be going off on the emotional standpoint of things, and I'm going to be going more into I'll be trying to dial back my stuff and going more into letting you guys kind of take over in a sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll still be running it, quote unquote, but then you guys are going to end up like sort of being like the heroes in it in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how can we strategize this so that way. Okay, so to play with emotions. I mean, the idea that I had in mind was I was pretty much we're gonna start off, and then before we even start diving into your presentation, I was gonna just ask you a few questions to kind of get them to mess with your emotions. Like I would just be like, hey, so I know that a lot of people are following Chase here, but I mean, Chase, can you kind of tell me a little bit more about, how you got into SEO and why you're so passionate about white hat SEO?
Right, so and then you could also ask Jake too, because he's the student. Like, hey, so Jake, you're already in here. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, no, that's good. Just make sure you ask me questions, and I'll be sure to give an emotional response to that.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, I think what I was gonna do is I asked, and then Chase would be like, talk about a little bit like being how can be very. I would even say Chase be kind of vulnerable in the sense of explaining your story of how you people didn't really believe in your strategy or what you're pretty much you're talking about how like nobody believed you, thought you were full of shit.
Right.
And then I will kind of ask you, get you kind of even deeper into that, where I was going to say, well, how did that make you feel, Chase, knowing that, you had this drive or this passion, nobody really wanted to listen to you. Right. So, because the reason where I was going to tie this up was to get the people to kind of think like how there's going to be a lot of naysayer about this program or just FT and itself in general. And I was going to tie it to where, you got to kind of filter those out and go with what your gut feeling. Because I was going to tie him like, if Chase would have just listened to everybody and said, I'm not going to do this, he wouldn't be where he's at today.
Right. That's good, man. I like that. That's really good.
So that way, it's kind of to get, and also kind of handling all those objections. And then I'll ask Jake, like, hey Jake, I know that you've only been in the program for like 2.5 weeks. How can you kind of tell me a little bit about where you started before you came into the program and where you're at now? Right. And then Jake, you can kind of just
perfect. Yeah.
You're pretty much our testimony.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and I think I think what we could do to really, because a lot of people get very when you talk about like money, right? Like people get very emotional about that kind of stuff. We're very sensitive. So like I want you to even talk about like you don't have to give specific figures or just say, hey, like I'm already able to make like 12K. Like, I think in one of your posts, you're like I'm already able to close like a 12K deal or whatever. So like kind of tell them the number.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can do that. I'm just writing copy here. I have a few headlines if you want to hear them.
Okay. I'm just adding all of the stuff in here. Just trying to add these last minute. Right now, too, I'm just trying to put in all the stuff they get in the certification, because that was one of the big things that I think that we didn't do before.
Yeah.
Is that we weren't telling them like all the benefits. Mm-hmm. So like now what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that we put literally everything that's in here, like the Discord that they get, the. So I'm gonna make this a little bit
I think also if I recall, I didn't put in the templates, the audit templates, the full version, all your templates. I think
right.
That's something cool. So yeah. Then I also wanted, Chase, in the beginning, I also wanted to ask you how your life was before your agency skyrocketed, and what's your lifestyle now.
Yeah.
So that way we can paint the picture for all these people and say, hey, like this is the life, like that you're living now.
Oh yeah, just working all the time. I'm just kidding. No, it's a lot better, dude. I used to. Yeah, I'll talk about it, but yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
As far as these pages go, gosh, there's just so much in here that, like, at some point we're gonna end up probably having a page that's like 10 times the size of this. Have you seen some of those sales pages? They're just like humongous.
Yeah, especially the ones when they have like a whole bunch of testimonials.
Oh yeah, just crazy.
Yeah, like we need to get like a mixture of like text testimonials and also video testimonials. That would be very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And then so once we get to the pitch of the certification, you can kind of talk about the certification, and then I'll ask Jake about it. What's his experience about it? How much he's got, and then I'll kind of go in for the close where I'm like, we honestly don't know why you guys are on here or why you guys even follow Chase. But we obviously know there's one reason, you guys want more, whatever that may be. Whether it's making more money, whether it's spending more time with your family, whether it's just tired of guessioing, and I can kind of go in more into that with that, but I'll be kind of to really mess with their emotion.
Right.
And then I can say even if, scratch, Chase is getting $500 an audit or $2,500 a month for a client. Scratch that. If you can just charge half of what he does after going through this program, what would an extra $1,000 a month?
Dude, I wonder if I can get freaking Mikey on here too. The guy's running the $10 million a year site, and see if we can get him to say something. That would be crazy.
That would be. Yeah, so that way we can kind of close them and then just be like, hey, I'm the enrollment coach, and just book a call and talk to me. And we're not accepting everybody, this.
Right.
And this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in the work, and then kind of going, and then you can kind of also chime in here and there when you want to. So.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Oh shit! Hold on. How long do we want to make this call?
I think it shouldn't be more than an hour, like 45 to an hour tops.
Okay.
Because after like 45 minutes, people tend to start, kind of not paying attention, or they'll start dropping off.
Yeah, some of those webinars though, dude, they're like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if we should put a countdown timer, like saying that there's only a certain amount of time left.
For the certification program?
Yeah.
We should, because I think the idea, that's how I've been pitching it to the prospects was, especially because it's the first batch. You want to close it up and only have that many students, so that way you can spend more time with them and make sure they get the most results.
Right. I'm gonna put the. What should we put the countdown timer to?
Have it be maybe less than 3 hours.
I don't even know how to change this on here.
And the idea too is if for some reason after they watch this video, this training, they don't book a call, they're gonna go through like an email sequence, right?
Right. Well, when we get that set up, we don't even have that set up yet.
Well, yeah, when we do. That's the idea though, right?
Right. Shoot, I can't choose a specific time for it to end at. Oh, auto expire for X days. I'll just do it. I'll do something else right now because I can't. There's so much stuff we can build into it.
I mean, are they not gonna see this? Are they seeing this landing page after today's training?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
they're gonna go. When we're in the call, we're gonna say, hey, by the way, guys, follow along with us. Go get the free template now, so you can follow along and make the 500.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna go to this page, click into it, and we'll say, there's no video on the page yet. It's gonna be this video, or we'll just remove the video for now. And then
once they opt in, they'll get like an email from automated email where they'll get the template, right?
Yeah, they'll get the template, and then today what we'll do is we'll say, hey, click the button in this page if you've opted in to get the free template, and we'll just remove the video for now because we won't have it there, and then we'll just have to schedule a call. We'll have that we'll have that open on as soon as they get in. So we'll just have that. Or looks kind of bad. We'll just put this down here for now, I guess. And then maybe I can put like a spacer here or something. Shoot. We're gonna have to make this a little bit better, but
cool. Hey Jake, how's everything going so far for you though?
Regarding
just the certification and like just in SEO in general.
I mean, I think I won 3 or 4 new clients here. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm doing this myself. I have about 300 pieces of content. I had to hire someone to optimize that to get it uploaded. I have about 4 or 5 people from the Facebook group asking to see all my content. I'm trying to get them to help me organize some things. I'm working on a lot of different other side projects that I have to kill off so I can focus on this course and the clients from this course. And I'm writing copy right now. Just super busy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one thing that's really important, Jake wanted to make sure that I mentioned is that we need to figure out if somebody came through Jake somehow, or like if he like referred them.
No, I mean like just say something like, was Jake, as a case study, did that implement was that influencing your decision at all? Something like that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's like, oh no, I wanted to do this before, then fine. Or it's like, I don't know who that guy is. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But having people message me daily asking me for help, my ideas and insight, I can't answer them. There's like 50 PMs I got in the last 2 or 3 days.
I bet. I'll include that in when I'm on the phone with everybody. I'll ask them, if Jake had any influence, or were you referred by Jake? That's cool.
All right, thanks.
God. These things just take so long to edit is the problem. It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah,
okay, so far I got what's in the certification, all the different phases, We got some testimonials. You got the Discord. I'm gonna put the template in there. What else do we need to put in there?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all the information I'm trying to think of. I think we should, I mean, not right now, but in the future, we should have like a FAQ section.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people are, and I can help you out with that because I'll be the one that will be able to see what are some of the frequent questions that are getting asked. Cool. So I've never been on a YouTube live before, so can you kind of help me, or how does this work? Am I gonna just be speaking through Discord, or how does it work?
Yeah, so you guys are going to be in the Discord. I'm going to be screen sharing with you like this. I'm going to open up OBS, so it'll be like, my camera. It'll look like this, where it's like me right here, going like,
yeah.
All right, guys, welcome me. But it's going to be like, hey guys, welcome. Everybody's going to be in chat.
Yeah.
And then, it's going to be like, it's going to look live. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to wait a little bit for people to come on in. You, me, and Jake will be kind of bullshitting. And then... obviously we're like, okay, obviously you guys are here today to learn how to make, $500 off an audit and like get more clients and that kind of stuff. What else are you guys here for? And then that's when you guys can jump in and be like, you can start kind of, segmenting. Well, first I'm going to introduce you guys and then you guys can kind of start like, sort of taking over in a sense. Like it'll still seem like it's being ran by me, but then you guys are just going to be all passionate on fire about it,
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually good. Like before you even, hey, let's get started. I'll be like, hey, Chase, before we even get started here, I know that you have a lot of followers here, but for all those that are new to me, can you kind of tell us a little bit more about how you got into SEO?
Yeah. And then kind of like seem like it's almost impromptu, where you're like, taking over in a sense. Like, I'd be like, oh, well, actually, I got started like that, kind of like that, and then we segment it in where they're learning how to make the $500, getting the free checklist, getting free value, but at the same time, they're like, we're warming them up to kind of go, okay, you need to get in a call and like you need to see if you actually qualify for this, because again, we don't know if you're that serious. We don't know, obviously, you guys want to make big changes here, but and again, I want you guys to be interacting with the audience. So make sure you keep your live chat up when we're on. You'll see all the comments coming in, and then you can start interacting with them. You'll be like, oh, this guy just said this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, cool. Sounds good. And then you're going to talk a little bit about your story, and then you make sure you talk about how nobody believed in you, and then that's how I'm going to get you in, diving deep.
Do you want to write down like a few things that I should like no matter what mention, just so I can make sure I get to those points, or are you gonna ask me them till I?
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you to get to. I just want you to be prepared for it. I don't want you to like be like, what the fuck, too.
Oh no, dude! I'll totally go with it, bro.
Cool. Yeah.
Like,
so I'll just
in the middle of it, like,
can
you stop asking me these questions too?
That's getting a little too much.
Just super awkward, like just silent.
Yeah. So the idea is, like I said, just make sure you talk about how no one believed in you, and I'm gonna like we're gonna get a really good emotional connection by me saying like, well, how did that make you feel, knowing that you had this strong passion idea, but no one really believed in you.
What if I just like started break down crying, dude? Just like,
God, man.
Totally surprise you guys. You're like, what the hell just happened?
Hey, trust me, dude. When you start breaking down crying, dude, that's how you get more people to really believe you, man. Trust me, you'll connect better.
I make like a preloaded video of me crying, but it's like me in the exact same spots, so they can't tell that it's like been chopped up. And then, like, but I just was pouring water in my eyes in the background.
So the idea is like, I'll ask you that, and you'll be like, fucking sucks. Nobody believed in me.
Dude, you know that guy Dan Henry, the guy you said is God?
Yeah.
Bro, that guy has a not even his baby on his webinars, dude.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, that guy's a fucking genius, dude. The shit that he does. I was watching. I'm like, dude. Like, he was talking about how he purposely set up like copies and ads just to get controversial, and so people would share his shit. So he's getting like pretty much free free marketing.
That guy's on another level, dude.
Dude, I'm telling that guy's a fucking beast, dude.
Like, where do you get a baby to like use for your webinar, dude? Seriously, that's another level, dude. Like, we're not even close to that level yet.
I know, dude. Like, I was watching his shit, and I'm just like, dude, this guy's a fucking genius, dude. Like, I'm just like,
do you know how much money he's making, bro? He is insanely wealthy, dude. And he's like,
I know.
He's like in my age range bracket.
Yeah, he's not that much older than you for sure.
Chase, how old are you?
And he was able to do it. Like, I think he did it in like, I've been following him. I think he did it in like 11 months. He got his 2 Common Club.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, damn, dude.
I was like,
how old are you, Chase? Just curious.
25.
Oh, right on. All right, I have some copy, some headlines. I think there's about 20 of them. I think I'm good with this. I could just read them off. You let me know if any of these can be used.
Okay.
Let me just start at the top here. Hold on. All right, who else wants to save 10 years of SEO struggle today? The SEO roadmap is an SEO tool that uses spreadsheets to instantly identify business value. They all did free SEO consulting when they met with their client, but when they saw the roadmap, ... who else wants to earn $500 at the first SEO client meeting? The only SEO tool made exclusively to instantly demonstrate your SEO skill. The only SEO auditing tool that doesn't confuse you and the client. Now you can earn $500 per audit and get paid at your first meeting. Now you can earn $500 per SEO audit and get them asking you to help them. We promise you this, make $500 per audit, or we'll give you free SEO sales training. Here's a systemized way to get clients at the first meeting. Demonstrate your $200 plus hourly rate in minutes. Show clients their problems and have them pay you to solve them. The world's top-rated SEO expert shows you how to earn $500 in a first client call. You're tired of giving away your SEO secrets, but you need to get SEO clients, so it's time you met Chase Rayner. Do SEO like the world's top-rated expert. Are you still wasting money on SEO training without anything to show for it? Have an SEO audit process you can be proud of. Get the unfathomable power of a paint-by-numbers SEO audit without guesswork. Get the unusual, you could replace that with any sort of adjective here. Get rid of SEO confusion once and for all. Close an SEO client for $500 in 15 minutes or less. Just there's a few more. 9 out of 10 SEO pros don't systematize their SEO. Are you one of them? I
really like that one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah. How to permanently stop losing SEO clients even if you've tried everything. How to permanently stop feeling underpaid and underappreciated even if you've tried everything. Does your own SEO process pass the roadmap test? And finally, you are more of an SEO pro than you think. So.
That's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
We just have to figure out how we're going to add that in with subtext and whatnot.
So if I refresh the screen here, will it be able to see everything updated?
Hold on, yeah, hold on. Okay. You're good now. I had to take out the video because they're going to be watching that video, but I'm going to put that back in soon. Still trying to put everything in here. I need to sync this with MailChimp really quick too. Ah, gosh.
So right away you have what is the Chase Rayner certification? Like you could replace that with any one of those headlines. People don't care about you; they only care about themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So if you literally take any of those headlines, it's going to be a stronger headline.
Right.
Right. right? So like that could just be replaced with one. Access to
Ryan,
premium
can you-
templates, you know, that's a feature. You could
Hold on, one
replace it
second.
with one of the other headlines.
One second. Ryan,
Yeah.
can you help me really quick? I need to hold on. Let me mute.
Yeah, sorry.
Ryan, can you go to the ClickFunnels page for the opt-in, the new ClickFunnels I made, and integrate that with a MailChimp autoresponder to send them the template, the audit template light?
So
Okay.
they just write down.
It's already integrated with MailChimp. You just have to add a new email list that automatically sends the template when they opt in to their email.
Okay. Sounds.
You know how to do that?
And I can figure it out.
It's in MailChimp. You just do campaigns, create campaign, and then you do email, automated, and then welcome new subscribers, and then you select the list. But you have to create a new list and then integrate that with the page. And the way you integrate it with the page is you just go to the settings of the page right here on ClickFunnels, integrations, and then you select the new list that you just put under MailChimp.
Okay.
If you can't figure it out, let me know. I'm just trying to get all this other stuff squared away when I have 30 minutes till the webinar.
Got you. Working on it right now.
What?
Then I'll start working on it.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, what were you saying, Mink?
So yeah, so a lot of the headlines talk about your features. Like this is what the certification has. They don't care about features. They care about how it's going to replace the void in their lives, or that there's an opportunity that it will replace what's missing. The problem in their life is that they're not getting paid for their time. They want to make money. You could replace the headlines that say, what is the Chase Rayner certification, you know? Or this is how you can start making $500 per audit and more,
Right.
right?
So you think I should change this from $500 a day with SEO audits to what?
I think the $500 a day with SEO audits, I think that's good, right? Because but you could probably, here, let me just send you the lines here. All right, there's going to be X's in here because that's my push to talk, but you could go through that and kind of cherry pick whatever you feel like and throw that in. But
Okay,
something that, you get what I'm trying to say? Something that makes them feel like, hey, I am literally missing out on this. This hurts me.
Well, then make the $500 in 60 minutes one. That could be the first page. But I'm talking about the actual certification landing page, which is, you know, what was the other one? It was the one that we liked. It was the...
I see 2 pages. How I consistently make 500 per audit. And then there's what is the Chase Rayner certification, and it has access to premium templates. And you're like showing
No,
off.
you said something about the guessing or the data. I wanted, what was it? Oh yeah, get unfathomable power of paint by paint. No, that wasn't it. It was, oh, 9 out of 10
SEO pros don't
don't systemize their SEO audit. There we go. I like that one. Okay, hey, can you give me your Calendly embed by any chance for this page?
Yeah, I'll send it right now. Give me a sec.
Okay. Shoot, why did I do all of that? It should be like an iframe or something, I think. What do you think the call to action should say? Just schedule a call now?
Yeah, that can work.
Yeah, schedule call now sounds good.
Why can't I highlight some of this as a different color?
I would probably do something where it's like, you know, where they actually understand what the call might be about. So it's like, learn if this could help out your business, or get like a 15-minute free consult call. I mean, I don't know how you guys will handle the sales meeting after that.
Yeah, I think the idea was Chase was going to do another quick video after they book a call. It would be like a thank you video to explain to them what the point of the call was going to be for. Yeah.
Why the fuck? I can't change this. I was able to change the color before.
Maybe because it's in the same element. Is that what it is? No, you are able to do it. That's weird. Oh, there's a good question that I'm gonna ask you, Chase, and I want you to be prepared for it. So the question was like, so why would a client want to pay me like say $2,500 a month to do their SEO?
Why would a client want to pay who? Me?
Yeah, pay us or them, because I'm trying to talk to them in the like as if we're speaking to them, your viewers. So I'm gonna ask you, oh Chase, great question here. I mean, why would any client want to pay me $2,500 to do SEO for them?
Because we do SEO based off data, and we don't work with liabilities. We only use proven methods and step-by-step systems that clients can actually see. Do you think that's good, or needs to be more emotional?
I think it's more of like what is the outcome of the client that they're getting. So like the idea is that how if they get ranked on the first page, then they'll get more organic traffic, right?
Right.
So speaking to that way, and then just think about, do you think like a company will want to hire you if you could get them organic traffic? They don't have to do any cold calling. People that are contacting them are people that are actually looking for their services.
Right.
There's things that are missing with that. A lot of business owners get burnt. Like they've hired people overseas and they've hired people locally, and they have no idea. At least in Minnesota, they have no idea what their SEO person is doing. So for you to say, dude, this is literally what you're doing, and you educate them and you walk them through what to do, and saying this is the data that's driven. It's not just guesswork. Every time I get introduced as like an SEO guru, I'm like, no, don't call me that. Like I know what the fuck I'm doing. Don't like they think it's still like smoke and mirrors, but you bring relief.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like we could say that, like, you know, the difference between us and most SEOs is that we figured out something that we can actually show progress on. You know, clients are more concerned with actually being able to see what you're doing than they are about actual results most of the time, and that's why we've created this system so that you can easily take something step by step, which is basically plug and play, and show them the results that they're looking for, but at the same time do SEO based off, you know, data and averages. You don't have to spend all your time trying to figure out, you know, what to do next.
Yeah, that's a good response. I like it.
Hold on, let me ask, do you ever work with businesses that don't know what SEO is at all?
No, not really. They all pretty much know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, did you get the iframe?
Did I not send to you? It should be in there.
Hold on.
It's in the text.
Sorry, I'm trying to change something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, it's in my website. That's what I have to do. Sorry, there's like a few things I'm trying to do because it's going to make it look cheesy if we don't do it. Like the fave icon, if it has the click funnels on it, it's going to look really bad. YouTube settings. General settings. Use WordPress fave icon. And then we need to get analytics tracking. Right here. Versions. All right. Come on. I've been working on this for way too long. It's starting to get annoying. JavaScript, tracking info, tracking code. Should have probably taken a shower. Nobody got time for that. Save. Okay, so that should be working, and then calendar, opt-in.
Are you going to be doing this right at the stroke of the hour? I'm going to start messaging people.
Yeah, I was going to do it at 3.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then you sent me that on here. Got it. This will be the conversion. Oh, but I'm not going to be able to see that, I don't think. I don't know how to do freaking conversion tracking correctly yet. I need to figure that out. Okay. This is where we'd put the video too, the thank you video. Code.
Is there something that I can send people to, like a waiting room or something, or should they just be?
We don't have it set up yet on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
We will soon. Just tell them to be ready to go to the. You can just put it to my channel. We should probably figure out the copy for this as well at some point, but let's do this for now.
Yeah, all you have to do is put in, instead of like get, you just put down call us to get the power of an SEO audit, or whatever. Just change the get to a call.
It's not loading for some reason. Should work. It's not giving it to us for some reason. Why? Is this the right code?
Yeah, it should be the right code. Hold on, let me double check real quick. That's the same code I used. Oh, come on. Freezing up on me.
Gosh darn it, why does it still have the ClickFunnels logo even though I freaking changed it? It's really annoying. Okay, well whatever, I guess I'll have to keep it like that for now. So they opt in here, let's do this. This didn't freaking work for some reason. Schedule a call now. And then they have to opt in again, which we shouldn't have them do, it should just redirect them.
Yeah, that's the same code.
I'm mean, we could just redirect them to the calendar for now, and then we could figure out how to get it to the right one later. We'll just do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you just don't have enough time right now to figure it out, and I don't know how to figure out that countdown right now. Set action, go to website URL. What's the website URL?
You see it?
Yeah. So that should work. Okay, we're gonna have to end this. I mean, I'm gonna have to just go with what we have already, and we'll just hopefully. Again, there's not gonna be that big of a crowd on this one. It's just. Okay, I'm just gonna do this last one then. Yo.
Yeah, so I set up that welcome email, and it already said it has it integrated also on ClickFunnels. I was checking it out, so I'm about to test it. I was gonna say, did you create a custom URL yet on the website for this page, or did you just have it as a ClickFunnels URL? Because I can create a custom URL.
It's custom on the site. It's integrated with the website right now.
It is.
It's
Okay.
chaserunner.com/audits.
Testing it out.
This page is looking a lot better already. 2, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jake's ready. Is 2 ready?
I'm always ready.
All right. Ryan, are you ready?
Let me just check my email and make sure I got it. So there's a mass. So it sends out a please confirm subscription. Let's confirm that subscription real quick.
This will have to do for now.
Oh, that's what I was thinking one day. Hold on.
Okay, so boom, enter, boom.
Alright.
Okay, it's decent. It's not where it needs to be, but it's decent. And then there we go. Cool. Okay, at least it works. We got the funnel working. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
I just set up the automatic email for the template, so it should be live.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure it works, because
Yeah, it's the one thing.
I just opted in. I don't know if it's working yet. Be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
I've got a test email already. I don't know if I was supposed to get that.
Yeah, I just made sure that you got it.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just testing this out real quick here. Audit. Do this. This informs the first from the list.
Is it not working?
The way it's not sending is I have it set up where anyone when they join the list, it sends them automatically immediately. No, it's not sending.
I mean, I know there's a few different ways on doing it, but do we have to do it on MailChimp? Because I'm just can't you do it through ClickFunnels right off the bat?
Yeah, we can set it up when they click
Yeah,
a download link on that page.
because I think I recall I was able to do something like that in a previous funnel that I built, where once they opt in, it automatically sends an email without having to go through MailChimp or anything.
Well, the way we have it is how, or at least how Chase designed it, is it clicks that email and sends it to MailChimp. Or MailChimp's supposed to be sending email. MailChimp hasn't sent the email, which I'm really surprised why they aren't. Ah, what the heck? I don't understand why it's not sending.
Is there maybe there's a trigger that you have to check?
No, look, I have it right here. What the heck? Create Trigger immediately when a subscriber joins your list. Audit like template download. Send them that email. I understand why it's not downloading.
I might just have to send them to the other link. Is it not sending?
No, it's not sending because I tested 2 different emails, right? It opts them in, but then it's not sending it even though I have it set up as automatically immediately send when a subscriber joins your list for the masterclass. I don't understand why it's not working. I tested with 2 different emails.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with my email.
Oh, there we go. Just got it. It took a few minutes. We're good.
Nice. Good work.
Thank God.
Chase, why are you wearing pajamas?
I'm literally wearing... Does this look like pajamas? Should I wear a different shirt?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Ah, that's funny.
Just like, yeah. I grab a drink for this.
Oh yes, same.
Yep, same here. Be right back.
Hey.
Comes back wearing a new shirt.
He wants to make sure he gets the best shirt, you guys.
I know, this is serious.
We might see him put on a suit.
Oh damn, dude.
Suited up.
Yeah.
Better?
It kind of looks like a hoodie I would go to sleep in, but it's whatever.
Are you serious? This
I'm
thing's
just fucking with you.
This thing's like $300, bro.
Where's the Gucci logo? I don't see it.
It's not Gucci, but it's Gucci as fuck. Is it not good enough?
No, you're
Can
fine,
you
dude.
change this again?
Don't worry about
Just give me a hard time.
Well,
it.
I could show up with my shirt off. They'd still buy from me, I swear.
I thought you were gonna wear a meme shirt.
Alright, are we good? Are we good to do this? Ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Alright.
So I'll make sure we're on mute. There's no background noise.
Winging it in 5. Wait. Let me change the title first.
I still don't know how you can wing it and just do really good on the presentation. You're so lucky to have that skill. Be able to present and just wing it.
I'm trying to take my thumbnail. Shit, this looks really unnatural. Hold on. Oh god, I really need to retake. I don't know. Okay, whatever that has to. That'll be fine. I could just meld my brain with this computer. It'd be so much easier to do all this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. What's up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to make $500 a day with SEO audits. So it's going to be kind of interesting. I have a couple people on the line with me right now. I have two who's in charge of my SEO enrollment program at Chase Reiner, and then I also have Jake, who is one of my students in my certification. So we're just going to be talking about sort of the progress that Jake's been making and sort of what we've been seeing with our certification. We're going to just be talking about how you guys are going to be able to make money with the free template I'm actually going to be giving you in this video. If you can't make $500 a day with this template, you're doing something wrong, because we've created this system that's so easy to implement that I guarantee you by the end of this video, if you watch this whole thing, you're going to be able to make at least $500 doing about an hour to 2 hour long audit. So Jake and two, can you guys hear me already right now?
Yeah, perfect.
We can hear you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Chase. Before we even start diving into the audits, I know that you have a lot of followers that are they already know who you are, but for all those that are new, can you kind of explain or tell your story a little bit before we start diving?
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, when I first started doing SEO, I had been barely making, I think, maybe $300 a month with my clients. So to be able to go from that point where I was making literally like nothing per month, and not only that, but the clients were super unhappy. I was living in this garage, and I was literally just sweaty. I remember just feeling super sweaty because there was no air conditioning in this garage. There was no windows, and I was literally just typing on my keyboard, trying to get results for these clients. And it was so frustrating, dude, because I was working so hard, and I couldn't figure out a system that would work. And, obviously it took me a while, but eventually I was able to start making some money doing SEO. I remember the first time I made about $8,000 in a month. It was about a year later. And even then, I had 20 clients, and I was making $8,000 a month, which is... It was unreal. I was doing all the work myself. I was running around trying to, fix all these different websites. I was doing something like I like to call guessio, where I was basically just guessing at what I should do, because some people were like local businesses, some people were national businesses, some people had affiliate sites, and so I was spending all my time like, okay, I'm gonna go change title tags. Now I'm gonna go do this, and I didn't even know how many hours I should be spending. I didn't know how to bill out my time. And I was just, I was completely miserable because I was stressing out so hard that I didn't have time to go to the gym. I didn't have time to spend,
time going out and doing things with my friends. I would hear parties every night at the house.
Wow. So what changed? Like what was the process that you done then and now? Like what changed?
I would say the biggest thing that changed is, one day I got pretty fed up and I was like, you know what? It's kind of like how people, when when they're looking to lose weight and they like look in the mirror and they go like, why do I weigh this much? And then they kind of think like, I'm never going to eat a cheeseburger again. Like and then they lose a bunch of weight, right? And so it's kind of like changing your diet. Like I got to the point where I realized that the diet or the recipe or the algorithm that I had in my mind wasn't working. So I realized I had to come up with a better system other than just like, I'm going to go and just guess at all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the real turning point for me.
And what was the system that you would say that you came up with?
The system that I came up with was basically 3 phases that I like to bring everything sort of into a nutshell. And it's hard to it's hard to just say that, SEO can be in like one little area, but if you bring it into 3 phases, it can actually be a lot easier. And so I start out with, working on site-wide changes. Then I move into working on individual URLs, and then I work on, building out new pages. And obviously there's a lot of stuff in between that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically that's the system that I've created.
I see. So, I mean, how was everybody's reaction to you come up with this system? I mean, like all the SEO gurus and whatnot.
Dude, that's so funny. So I remember when I finally went to my breaking point and I realized that I, can't be doing this SEO stuff anymore. I pretty much became one of the most hated SEOs in the industry. Like, I still think to this day that I probably am one of the top SEOs that, in terms of being the most hated. And I mean, you can go to some of these Facebook groups right now. You can type in Chase Reiner memes, and there's like hundreds of memes about me and about like my philosophies on SEO, about how everybody thinks that they're a joke. And it's just funny because, you take people, I just got a video testimonial that I was going to share with you guys from one of the top Shopify dropshipping integration websites in the world. And, the guy's super stoked. He literally just bought, he even says it on the video, he just bought an extra $2,500 a month of SEO services. He's at $5,000 a month right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff's working for him. It's not like we're just making this stuff up, right?
Yeah. So I mean, how does it make you feel, Chase? Like knowing that you have a system that works, but then no one believes in you.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of funny because it's like, I want to help more people, right? Like, I don't want to be positioned as the person who's like, telling people that something that's not true, right? That's been the complete opposite mission of my journey, right? Like, my whole mission is to have these guys, the people, watching this right now, be the SEO pros, right? I'm not trying to like, that's been my whole, that's why I don't build links. That's why I, teach people how to do this stuff step by step. It's because I don't want people to mess up on the way to their success. I want them to be the best they can be. And so when somebody comes along and they say, oh, Chase is just making this stuff up, he doesn't care about people, right? That's when it's like, okay, well, what are you talking about, dude? That's what I've been devoting the last 4 years of my life to, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I spend all my time doing this stuff.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, we have about some viewers on board now, so let's start showing them how to make $500 a day, Chase.
Yeah, totally. So first of all, I just want to ask Jake before we get into this. Jake, you have taken this template, right? The free template that we're giving everybody, which is in the link in the description if you're not on the landing page right now. You can go get the free template right now. You've actually personally used this to close how much so far?
It was about 4,000 2 weeks ago, and I've closed 3 clients in the past, probably in the last 2 weeks since. And those are 1,000 a month. I even posted in the Facebook group. It's really useful. And
Okay. Yeah.
So Jay, what would you say would be like one of the biggest difference from what you were doing before to now being in the certification program?
Do you want me to go to what I was doing before I was using this roadmap?
Yeah, I mean, like, what changed? Like, you know, like, you got into, I mean, I don't even know how long you've been there. How long you been in the program?
I've been in the program for about a month, and I've been doing, I first started doing SEO probably 12 years ago on accident. But before I started doing the certification and using the roadmap, I was going to client meetings. I was calling clients and just saying, you have all these problems wrong with your website. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's important. Or yeah, in general. But they'd be upset. But when I use Chase's roadmap, I sit down with them. Sometimes they have to be in the same room with me, and I say, these are all the problems I'd like to check. And, you know, for $500, you know, I could sit down with you and just check them off and manually, you know, not pay someone else to do it. I will personally do this for you right here, right now. And they're curious.
And how has your client reacted since you've, you know, taken this new approach?
I'm not even kidding. About 90% of them, if they reach out to me, they close 90% of the time, and the other 10% is like they need to figure out if they want to go down this way. But if they sit down with me, they're going to say yes to getting the audit. They're going to say yes to having me map this out for them and walking them through in 1 hour. These are all the things with this roadmap that you can solve. You can solve it, or I can solve it, and it will be done within just a few days. They say yes.
Wow.
Well, let me interrupt too. You know, the thing that's really cool about this system is that the $500 with one audit, that's not even where we make our money. I kind of laugh it off, like, because when people buy my audit, it's like, that's just the way to bring them up into being a client, right? So if you guys are on here just to make $500, like, you can totally just take this that we're about to show you. You can leave with it. You can start making $500 an audit. Just do that. But, you know, we're trying to go for a little bit bigger. Like, you know, we're actually able to take this $500 audit, and we're able to turn it into a $2,500 a month client, and consistently be able to do work for them without really guessing on what we need to do.
Yeah. Wow. Chase, talking about that, going backtrack a little bit, can you kind of even explain how your life changed since, you know, 3 years ago? I mean, how was your lifestyle then when you were still sweating your garage to now on what is up to date? What's your lifestyle like? How has it changed?
I drive a Corvette now. That's cool. But I mean, that's not what I care about. So the best thing that I could say about, like, the difference between living in the garage then and now is that, you know, back then I was so worried about, you know, can I make this happen? Can I actually have a sustainable income where I can live and do whatever the heck I want to do, right? Like, it's cool to me because even though I could go up and just travel the world right now and do SEO if I wanted to, right? That's a lot of people would love to do that. But, you know, I don't really like traveling that much, so it's kind of funny. But I think that's the biggest, like, thing for me is, like, my life now is that I get to help people because I really, you know, I want to help them as much as I can. I can help them on my terms. Back then, I was just helping because I, you know, obviously wanted to help, but I also really needed to make money, and I couldn't do all the things that I really wanted to do, right? And that's it's kind of a struggle because, you know, you don't want to be limited in your ability to help people, right? You don't want people. Like, I used to have these clients that they'd be paying me no money at all. They'd be paying me, like, literally what it would cost to get an hour, $500 a month, and they'd be bossing me around. They'd be emailing me constantly. You know, Chase, you're not doing well enough for our, you know, website, whatever. And now, if I get those type of clients, right? Well, I don't get those type of clients anymore, anyways, because I set really good expectations. But even if I did, what do? I just refund them because it's not a big deal to me. It's not a big deal to me to lose one client because I have clients coming in constantly. You know, in the last 2 days, I already have 3 new audits booked for $500 each, and they've already pretty much agreed to be clients for $2,500 a month. I haven't even really sold them yet. It's not even a sell anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's the biggest difference.
Sounds good. Cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can definitely start getting started. So start showing people how to make $500 a day, man.
All right, guys, so let me show you how this works. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the link, if you're not on the page already. It's just chasereiner.com/audits. So go there right now if you guys haven't already. And what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and grab the template. You just enter your email there. And you're going to get the template. It's going to look sort of like this. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me open up my Basecamp. This is where we manage a lot of our SEO work. And it's going to be called phase 1. So phase 1 is basically where we start with our SEO. And this is the thing we sell for $500 consistently. Super easy. It's basically the dollar cheeseburger that you find at McDonald's, right? We bring people at the dollar cheeseburger, sell them for a Happy Meal or whatever it is. So here you can see, who the SEO roadmap's for. This is pretty much how we set it up, right? So here we cover all of the different issues, everything that you're going to see with it. Most of you guys know this stuff if you do a little bit of SEO. If you don't, this stuff isn't too difficult to learn. We actually have a certification program I'll talk about later that you can actually get into and actually learn all this stuff. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But if you already know this stuff, you could just go ahead and start identifying all the issues, right? So does the site redirect to the preferred version? Is there a fave icon on the site? Is the robots.txt set up correctly? Is there any problems with the site architecture? Is there any duplicate content on the different location pages? You get the point. And then what you do is you basically give them, you go, okay, this needs to be fixed, or this is good, this needs to be fixed, this is good, so on and so on. And again, Jake did this on the free template, already sold thousands of dollars just by doing this. And I didn't create this template because I wanted to make it look all flashy. I created this template because some of you guys might even know this. Back when I was in my garage, this is how I did my audits. I'd look at the website, I go, you need to fix robots.txt. And guess how much I was selling my audits for back then? I wasn't selling them. I was giving them away. I wasn't making any money. So, I created this template because I was tired of, guessing, right? I want to have a template. It's like, what do we need to fix to have a solid foundation for a website, right? You can see here, all of this is different issues that are going to go on with a website that if you fix these issues, you're going to see an improvement. We just did this for one of our clients, $2,500 a month. They paid for the audit, it was $500. They paid us $3,000 so far. And we've only worked on the site really besides the hour audit that we did. We did about 10 hours implementations. That's almost $300 an hour for implementations. And I mean, that's for on-page SEO that isn't guesswork. And the best part, what's really cool about this is that the clients know what they're getting, right? When we show them, hey, look, this is what we're going to fix for this $2,500. Look, you see this? All of these things that are red, we're going to turn all of those green. Because at the end of the day, the clients only care about greens, right? They don't care about, obviously they care about money and that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is like they want to see progress based on, analytics going up, green arrows, that kind of stuff. And yeah, you're going to say something?
So Chase, so when would, say, why would a client want to come hire us or anybody that providing SEO services?
Okay, so the biggest difference between our company now versus what most companies are and what we were like a year or two ago is that we're not guessing at what we're doing. Like, we're actually showing the clients exactly what we're doing. We're setting the expectation, so they're getting an actual deliverable. Like, they're not let me give you an example. So when you go into an SEO company, like let's say we're just calling an SEO company off Google right now, we go, hey, we want SEO services. They would say, okay, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. This is what a title tag is, this is what a heading tag is, right? But they don't have a system like what we have. I don't know who has a system in the way that we have on page set up. Maybe they have the audit down, right? Maybe they have the site-wide SEO down, kind of like we have it. But once we start moving into phase 2 and phase 3, we're working on such a high level that we're actually able to show people. If you see here, this is what one of our clients looks like. We're actually able to show people exactly what's going on with their website based on duplicate content percentages, based on click-through rates, and really all we're looking for is where do most of the reds line up, right? That's where we're doing all of our optimizations. So again, when we show clients this at the beginning of the month, they're stoked, they're ready to go, they're on fire, dude. I get off calls with clients, and they're literally on fire, just stoked, because they got all this stuff that they know they need to do or that we need to do. And again, we're setting the expectation. So the cool thing about, you know, what we're doing versus what most SEO companies are doing is we're not guessing at SEO. We're not spending our time, you know, looking at a bunch of different like random stuff. We're step by step, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and the clients are there the whole time with us.
Wow. Yeah. And how does that even, you know, like affect, you know, it's like in your own agency, like how, you know, like if you're talking about if you're guessing, you don't have a system. I mean, if you have this system, I mean, how does that even help you in your own agency?
Well, the best part about having a system is that you don't have to do everything. Like, you know, I was running around doing, you talk to SEOs all the time. They're doing web design, they're doing AdWords, they're doing Facebook. It's like, why? Why don't you do what you're good at? Why don't you do SEO? And it's because they can't come up with a system that works. And so we have the system that literally we can go, hey, look, you know, I have somebody who's actually on the call right now. His name's Ryan. He's my right-hand man. And he helps me with a lot of these implementations, right? And we're constantly improving this spreadsheet together. I mean, we've spent, you know, hundreds of hours doing this. That, you know, we're giving this to people for free, which is ridiculous. But either way, if you look at what we're doing here, you know, we have something that we can literally give to people, implementers, and they know exactly what to implement off of. Obviously, you have to certify these people first. You can't just go in and just do this stuff, right? I mean, most people, they look at this and their heads are going to explode. But if you know what you're doing based on like some sort of certification, which is why I created my certification, right? So that people can actually know step by step. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know, I created a certification that when I was fed up with doing all this SEO work, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take some who's nothing about SEO. He's 15 years old, and he's not in this call right now because he's sick, but he's 15 years old, and I'm teaching him how to do this stuff, and he's getting it. He's literally getting it within like a month and a half of us teaching him this stuff. And that's what the certification is. It's literally me taking somebody who's 15 years old who knows nothing about SEO and taking them step by step how to become advanced to SEO.
So would you say that this, with this system in place, I mean, would it be easy for any agency to scale?
It would be extremely easy if you were able to follow these systems. Yes, it would. I mean, that's why I created it. I didn't create this for other people. I didn't create the certification for other people. I created it to train my own people, and you know, along the way, I want to help other people as well. And obviously, I can only improve my systems by having other people's input. So that's one of the big reasons why I want to bring other people in. But yeah, I mean, if you could take this, like I almost don't even want to give this away to people because I spent so much time on it that it's ridiculous that I'm just basically giving people my systems when, you know, this is something that took me an insane amount of time to figure out. So,
sorry, I got cut off there a little bit. I was going to ask you, I mean, what would you say would be like your biggest frustration in working with past SEOs in the past that you brought on board?
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's the same sort of thing, dude. Like, that's why all of these systems were created, is because I was hiring people overseas. That's how I started. I started hiring people overseas because I wanted to save money doing SEO. And I was teaching them. I was still teaching them, right? It's not like they didn't know SEO. You know, a lot of people know SEO, but again, you know, that didn't work. I was like, why isn't this working? Maybe I have to hire people, you know, in-house in the U.S. So started hiring people in the U.S. Started paying a lot more money. Yeah, paying these people $3,000 to $4,000 a month to do SEO for me. And with them, it's like all these clients, they're complaining. It's like, what is happening? You know, we're spending. I'm looking at their time logs. They're spending 20 to 30 hours a month on each client. Like, why is this happening? And I realized it's because the people that I'm teaching, the people that I'm training, are really good at SEO. Meaning, like, they know SEO, they just don't know how to implement it in the steps that they need to be implementing it in, right? They'd be going and changing a title tag when the next day they need to go get rid of that page. So why are they doing that? And it's because even though most people know that they should install a Yoast plugin, or they should, or whatever plugin you use, or they know that they need to go get rid of duplicate content, they don't know exactly in what way they need to be doing that.
I see.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have quite a few questions on how you actually deliver the audit. Do you mind if I ask those?
Yeah.
Sure. So, as someone that deals with these audits and meeting with new clients here and there, what does your initial meeting with a client look like? Do you come with them with the audit completed, or do you show them the audit and this is what we can do? I mean, what's your step to just doing that first bit? Because that's where the money is for a lot of us new SEOs.
Yeah, so the cool thing is, like, in the actual, I'm sorry I keep talking about this so much, but in the actual certification, we have recordings. We take the recordings of the people we close, and we put them in there so you can actually watch us closing the clients. And I think, actually, Jake, you have a few videos as well of you doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what we do is we'll take the template, we'll fill it out. I have one of my implementers fill it out, and then what I do is I take that template, that filled out roadmap, and I'll overview it quickly. I'll just go and check and see if there's anything else I can see. But, for the most part, this is really step by step. So if you can train somebody else in this, which we call phase 1, you can pretty much just, if they're certified in that, you can just pretty much count on that this is going to be good to go. And you pretty much just get on a call with the client. Most of my calls are about 15 to 20 minutes, and the clients are usually paying me $2,500 by the end of that day, monthly. And that's at a 3-month contract minimum.
And you'll be uploading some of the things you say and do during that 20-minute call, right, with more examples of those calls exclusively within the course, right?
Right, yeah. So, I mean, I try to record as much stuff as possible. Everything that I've done in the past is always tried. I'm a big believer that transparency is like one of the most valuable things you can find online. So the more transparent you are when you're doing, hold on, let me mute Jake a little bit because it's, one second. There's a little bit of an echo. The more transparent you are when you're doing your marketing services, the more people are going to buy from you. And so I've tried to pretty much with everything that I do, my past courses as well. I remember I did an iPhone repair site back in the day that I ranked the whole website online within my streams. Same thing with, some of my courses that I used to do, which, by the way, I took off all my courses because every single one of my courses, and you guys have to know, that was a lot of work. Like, I spent, those courses is about 52 hours of video. And there's still valuable information. You still learn a lot, but I took them off because I was so concerned with, I need to make this so easy for people to get that I'm not going to be putting anything else out there. I'm going to remove all of my courses, and I'm just going to focus specifically on this certification program so that people know exactly what to do, and so they don't have to keep guessing.
All right, no, right on. So if some of the people that are looking in, maybe they're not getting their own inbound leads using SEO, what would you say to them for them to start sending out these audits so they can have those 15, 20 minutes with the client saying, listen, this is what I got for you?
Say that last part again.
What would you suggest to people trying to audit companies? What should they be doing? Reaching out, how should they be doing their outreach? How should they get in front of a business if they don't already have their own SEO leads coming in for themselves?
Yeah, so I mean, that's where the missing puzzle piece is, right? I mean, that's why you guys are sort of here, right? Obviously, you could probably make money with this free template I'm giving you, but now you're thinking, like, how do I bridge that gap? How do I go from, being somebody who's doing whatever I'm doing now to somebody who's getting leads, selling these audits, making money, and then bringing these people into a higher retainer. So the first thing you need to know is that you're not going to be able to sell to people who don't really know who you are. So you have to have some sort of credibility. And the best way to create credibility is to start doing these audits at budget or even for free. So again, as I told you, I started out doing these things, these audits for free, and I would be recording these audits, videos, uploading them, sharing them with Facebook groups, sharing them with communities, and then other people would end up reaching out to me. Now, the easiest way to do it really is to just start with a very low barrier to entry, the audit, or any real sort of low barrier to entry SEO service that's like a one-off thing. You could start selling, on-page SEO for the top 10 pages of the website, or say you're going to fix the site-wide issues that you see in the SEO roadmap, as I showed you over here. So you could easily just start finding people who have, issues with their website, reaching out to them and say, hey, you know what? I'll fix all this stuff for you for either for free or for whatever low barrier to entry, $50, right? Something really low. But the biggest concern that you should have is trying to build out a few case studies. That's why I have people as my clients leave testimonials as much as possible, and that's why I keep track. That's why I'm so transparent with everything I do, because I want to be able to show my results. That's what sells. So I would say the two biggest things that you need to do in order to get this off the ground for yourself, besides taking your SEO game to the next level with whatever other learning material that you're going to be engaging with. We have a ton of information within this YouTube channel, and then with all the extra stuff that I'm doing, those are the things that are going to really bring your value up. It's going to bring you in more clients. That's how you're going to be able to start selling a lot more SEO audits and services.
Okay. No, right on. Just one last question here. When you meet with clients, sometimes they may be a good fit. Maybe they have the budget for it, right? But sometimes, usually they ask SEOs how they can do these sort of things. I sat with a chiropractor and I said, here's the roadmap, and they already had an SEO working with them that was just incompetent, but he was going out, okay, so what's the biggest things I needed to do? And so I just flat out said, well, you need to do this, this, and this. And then he just wrote out an email right there in front of me. And then he said, thanks for your time. What are your defenses against that sort of unpaid consulting? Because, we're worth it $200 an hour. How do we make sure we can deliver these roadmaps and get paid?
Right. Yeah, that's a huge issue, right? Like how many, and I think it happens a lot because I think people in the SEO community, maybe you guys in chat can tell me, how many of you guys have spent, hours talking to other people about SEO, about their SEO, you didn't get paid anything for it, right? I'm sure there's tons of you, and even me, I'm guilty of this, right? So there's a really good way around this. You start getting a lot more demand, right? You start creating a system where it's like, if people want to talk to you, they get in the system. So now when people contact me about, oh, Chase, I'm looking to get my marketing done, or I'm looking to get my SEO done, I'm not wasting my time, getting on the phone with them for an hour. I'm like, here's what we do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Here's where you sign up for the audit. And I don't even, it's not even a sell for me anymore, dude. I've made it so easy that literally, I don't even need to really get on the phone. And for the most part, when you're doing sales, especially for anything like over a few $100s, you should at least get on the phone, because otherwise you're going to have a hard time selling. But for me, dude, I'm literally like, I text out like, I'm not even using full sentences. I'm using like abbreviations. They're like, hey, sign me up for the $500 audit. And then when I get on the call, it's like, this is how, it's not complicated. It's just, this is what we do. We do step 1, step 2, step 3. And, it makes sense to people. It makes sense to the clients. It makes sense to us. It makes sense when we're training, internally for our workers. It makes sense to everybody. We have people right now who are learning this stuff. And, they were so skeptical. They've been burned so many times over and over and over by, courses and gurus and all these people saying, this is all you have to do. This is the next big trick. This is the next big hack, right? And, they're coming in, they're like, they're super skeptical, right? And then we're getting these weekly calls. I do these weekly calls with my my guys, you're in there, Jake. And you know, I ask them, I'm like, hey, so, you know, how do you feel about this now? And they're like, dude, this is unreal. Like, I can't believe that this is exactly what I was looking for. And it's because, again, you know, I feel like with my past courses, you know, some of you guys probably in chat or, you know, who are watching this, you've probably watched them before, or maybe you haven't. And, you know, they got decent ratings. You know, I had one guy who wound up ranking #1 in the world SEO expert, like 7,000 monthly searches. He said it was awesome. But for me, it was still not to the level, right? So I put in about 80% in those other courses. What I've been doing now with my agency, with my certification, with all that stuff, it's like 100%. Trying as hard as I can to make this stuff unreal, dude. This is a Saturday right now. You know, I could be out doing whatever I want, but I'm so passionate about this stuff that I'm trying to bring like the next level, dude. Like that's where I'm at right now. So sorry, I was kind of rambling a little bit. Does anybody have any questions about what we're talking about here? I mean, again, the biggest thing we're talking about really is, you know, you have this mindset, or at least I had this mindset back in the day, which was, you know, I'm just trying to make enough money to survive, right? I just want to make enough money to do what I want and also enjoy SEO and have fun and at the same time not feel super stressed out. And you know, I still feel stressed, but it's not because I'm not worried about what's going to end up happening, because I know what I'm doing is actually valuable now. Like, because I can show what I'm doing, I can track what I'm doing. And
Chase, I mean, it really comes down to what is your why, right? Like, why are you doing SEO? There's a difference. I mean, we don't know. I mean, with everybody that's watching, we don't know why they're following. I mean, we don't even know why they've been watching your webinar or following you, but we all do know one thing, and that is that you want something more, whatever that is, whether it's more money, you know, to have more time with your family, whatever it is, to be ranked on first page of Google, to get more leads. I mean, whatever that may be, we do know that that's what you want. And if, like, you know, I mean, scratch making $2,500, scratch making $500 a month. I mean, if we can just you can just show them how to make half of that, $250 an audit, charge $1,000 a month. I mean, what would an extra $1,000 a month do for you? How would that affect your business? How would that affect your life overall, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, you know, I can easily get to that level of like 500 a month, like, I mean, 500 an audit. And, you know, if I can do that, you know, obviously you're probably wondering, like, well, I'm not in your position. I don't have like a YouTube channel and all this stuff. But I mean, like, you could easily, if you can't do the 500, you could easily do the 250. I mean,
yeah.
And if you can't do 2,500 a month for a client, you could easily get 1,250. I mean, we have people in this certification right now that they're not even 2 weeks in, and they've already gone up in conversion by 50%.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was David Duford with his life insurance, right? Like he came in and he was able to get like 50% like call-in or something, like leads. Like, I was like, wow, that was amazing.
And that's the crazy thing is we're not even into the full thing yet. We're like phase 1 still. I mean, you guys have to understand, like, the people that I've been training, like, we're doing it all basically live. So, you know, we're only letting in, like, I think, what is it, like 5 or 6, maybe 7 more people. I forget what it is. Mm-hmm. But, you know, for the people who are in there right now, you know, we're trying to create this small group of people who become very, very successful at this stuff.
Yeah.
And again, we're only in the first phase. Like, we're not even in phase 2 yet, which is like where all the magic starts to happen. And again, you're already seeing these people that are just, you know, crazy, getting crazy results. Like, I mean, we have Jake, we have David, we have that other David guy too. We have 2 Davids. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and the thing too is it's amazing is we're getting people from all different backgrounds, like people that don't know anything about SEO, like Evo. He didn't even know what SEO stood for until he met you and started training under you. And then we have people that have run their own businesses really that are struggling and it's working for them. Or there's people that wants to just learn SEO to, like, maybe potentially come and join your team or find a job. I mean,
I mean, like Chase. I mean, do you really need a college degree to do this?
I mean so that's so funny. No, because I mean I remember, God, this was so bad. I used to live at home when I was like one of my oldest friends living at home. I mean, out of all my friends, I was one of the oldest people living at home, which I wasn't insanely old. I was, like 20 or 21 or whatever it was. And I was just so miserable because I was living at home with my mom and I was being forced to go to school when I hated college. I hated learning about things that just didn't feel necessary to me. And I remember, I just started doing SEO, and I got on the phone with somebody that I thought was a good friend of mine, and he owned a computer repair shop. I wanted to be a computer repair guy because I wanted to make enough money so I could live on my own, so I didn't have to go to college. So I didn't want to go to college, and because, by the way, I think the reason why I didn't want to go to college is because I didn't want to get into like something like medical, but into tech, which, by the way, SEO was so fast moving at the time, and it still is, that it's like almost pointless to go get a degree, like doing SEO. You can't do it. There's no such thing. Like, that's what I'm trying to create, basically, is like the equivalent of an SEO degree. So either way, so I wound up calling this guy because I wanted to learn SEO, and I wanted to become a computer repair guy with him. I wanted to be ranked high up next to him. And, I called him. I said, can you teach me how to do SEO? And the only thing he said to me before he hung up was that you'll never be able to outrank me. And dude, that hit me so hard. I was sitting there. I was like, I can't believe he just said that. Like, I almost wanted to cry a little bit. And, from that point on, dude, I literally devoted my life. I had my mom against me, I had my parents against me. They're like, what are you doing in your room all the time? Just sitting in there. They thought I was just wasting time, right? Like, what is SEO? What is CEO? Oh, it's not CEO, it's SEO, right? So I'm sitting in there just hours and hours, getting up at 4 a.m. to talk to people in Australia because I wanted to learn from them. These people were like some of the only people on the internet at the time that were doing Google Hangouts about SEO, at least that I could find. And I remember it was such a big thing for me. They promoted me to moderator one time, like after weeks and weeks and weeks of me getting up at 4 a.m., drinking coffee just so I could stay up awake enough to learn from these people. This was 4 years ago. This was 3 or 4 years ago. And, I was just struggling. After that, I finally moved out. I got a job. I outranked everybody in Santa Barbara for SEO. I stopped caring about the computer. I just wanted to be an SEO. I outranked everybody for computer repair. Or iPhone or SEO. I got hired by the top company there, and they were paying me like $20 an hour, and I was trying to tell them all my great ideas about SEO. They weren't listening to me. I just felt felt really crappy, dude. I really wanted to just do my own thing, but I was 22. What did I know?
Yeah.
I didn't have any money, had barely $6,000 in my bank account, never lived anywhere besides my mom's house. How much of a loser do you think I felt like, right? And so I was like, this is just such a struggle, dude. I've been doing this for like a year and a half now. I'm like, I gotta keep doing this. So I listened to all these motivational tapes. I left my job and I was sitting in my garage. I remember people used to make fun of me. I'd be in my garage and they'd, be huge SEO experts on these Google Hangouts that go on, and they'd be like, "Oh, Chase is in his garage again." And it was really sad, dude. Like I just really wanted to be successful. I really wanted to help people, and spent years and years just trying to freaking figure this out, and struggle. I created my own. I thought moving into a new business location. I bought my own office for the first time. I was 23 years old. I was only of my friends that actually have ever done that, right? At my age, and it was a struggle, man. But it was definitely worth all of the stuff I went through, because at the end of the day, we have something now, and like that's the biggest relief for me, is like I'm not in a position anymore where I feel like what I'm doing is at jeopardy. I don't feel like like I'm like guessing anymore.
Yeah. So Chase, if anybody was interested in your course, what would you recommend them, and how would they get enrolled?
Yeah, so I mean, for all of you guys who got the template, the audit template, the light one, so that's totally cool. Grab it, run with it, do whatever you want with it. I spent hours and hours creating that. That is the light version. It's not the complete version, right? but it'll actually get you off your feet. And if that's all you can do right now, and you're in the position I was in, 3 or 4 years ago, you can't afford anything. Take it, dude. Grab it and run with it and try to make something happen. But if you are in a position where you have a little bit of something there, right? Maybe you have already a couple of clients, or maybe you're working a 9 to 5 and you're just sitting there every day, wondering like, when am I going to be able to do my own thing?
Mm-hmm.
When am I going to have some freedom? Because that's what it's about, right? You don't want to work for other people. You want to be able to create your own lifestyle. That's why SEO is so cool, because you can do it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally do it anywhere. So anyways, so what you could do is, if you got the template light, you probably saw the other page. It's really just the call now if you feel like you're ready for a new level. So here's what I want to say. We have a couple spots open for this certification. That's sort of why we're doing this. And we're looking for really serious people. Like, we're not looking for, people who just kind of want to be successful, right? We're not looking for, I just sort of want to do SEO, right? Or I just sort of want to, make money, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for people who are like trying to actually get to the next level. So that's why Two's here. That's why he's talking with me, is because I basically put Two in charge of interviewing anybody who's interested in what we're talking about, and seeing how determined they are, because we have a couple spots open and we want to bring you into an exclusive area where you can get in and talk with other people. You can get on weekly calls with me. You actually get certified in this stuff, get my recommendation. We already have company emailing us saying, hey, when can we get in touch with the people who become certified out of your program?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even me, dude, I'm still looking for new people who are looking to possibly even get hired by my agency, because we're looking for new talent. I mean, our agency is growing like crazy right now. So, I mean, if you guys want, it's in the page. You can request a call with Two. It's a quick call. You just get on there, talk to them for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, however it is, and we'll see. If you're a good fit, because again, we want to build success stories. We're tired of messing around with selling a $300 course, for people who are not really that serious and just want to kind of minorly take their SEO game to the next level. No, we want people who are really serious, who are willing to commit and really try to change their behavior in their life when it comes to SEO, so that they can really start bringing in a lot more money for themselves and their clients.
Yeah, and kind of going back on that, I think one of the things when you guys are coming into these calls is really remember, what is your why? Why are you doing SEO? What is the reason why you're doing or pursuing this path? Because, just because you can get, let's just say for some reason you're able to skip and get into the program, if you're not going to put the work, you're not going to get the results. And that's not what we want,
Yeah.
So just remember your why. I mean, and, going back to, like, you're going to, after this webinar, you're going to talk to people. There's going to be a lot of naysayer. They're going to say, don't get into this program. But let me just kind of ask you guys this. Imagine if Chase would have stopped. The whole world was against him. And yet he persevered through it. So let me ask you guys, there's going to be a lot of naysayers. But what if this is the one? What if this is it? This is what's going to get you to, whether it's leaving your 9-to-5 job, or what if it's going to be the one that's going to get you not to go back to work, whether you're battling any sort of illness or anything, you don't want to go back to work, or you need a provider for your family. What if this is it? How will that change your life, guys? So remember your why, because, when you have a strong why, when you hit all these bumpy roads, that's what's going to keep you committed to the program, and that's who we want in the program. Because those are going to be the ones that's going to get us our success story, and the ones that are going to get the results.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all about the results, right? Are you in a position now where you can actually look back and say, hey, look,
I actually am where I want to be now versus where I was before. Because, I mean, a lot of people, they think about it, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and they say they should do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should do it. They should make a change. I mean, a good example, again, I keep talking about this weight loss. You know, I kept looking in the mirror all the time and being like, dude, you know, I hate this, like, fat on me. I want to lower my body fat percentage. But then I was like, nah, it's a lot of work, right? And so it was a goal for me to, like, change that, right? I got this Fitbit because I know it tracks body fat percentage, and I'd start eating donuts or something. The next day, my body fat percentage would go up. I go, okay, well, that makes sense, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing with with SEO, with marketing, with any of that stuff. You know, if you're in the same position that you were before, right, and you're wondering why, it's because you haven't changed your direction yet.
Yeah.
And so if you keep going in the same straight line that you're going, you're going to get the same exact results, right? It's
Yeah.
not going to change. But if you change your direction, that's when you start to see a difference, right? That's what I had to figure out. That was the biggest thing that I had to figure out. I was wondering, you know, year after year, I could show you my freaking Stripe account. You know, you could see, like, it went from, like, just a little bit of money, and then it started spiking a little bit, and it would go down, and then it would spike a little bit, and, like, you know, lately it's just going straight up. And you're like, what is that, right? It's not just my templates. It's my mind, dude. It's my mind change. It's because I'm not accepting the lesser self anymore. I'm not accepting, you know, I'll just put that off till later because, you know, I don't really care that much. You know, the real Chase wants to be successful. The real Chase wants to have a six-pack. Whatever it is, right? And I'm sure you guys can relate. You know, I'm sure a lot of you who are listening to this, you know, you're thinking about it and you're going, you know, I'm probably fine. Like, you know, I'm making a little bit of money. But, like, think about where you would be if you were to actually take that, like, let's say you were making $1,500 a month or $3,000 a month, whatever it is. And to be able to get to a level where your agency's bringing in like 20, 30, 60K a month doing SEO. And the best part is you're going to be able to do whatever you want during that because people are going to be helping you work, that you're not going to be doing it all yourself. And you're not going to be worrying about clients every single month. What are they going to say? You know, they're emailing me all the time, all this stuff. I don't ever have people do that. And when they do, I tell them don't do it. And they don't do it because they respect me. They respect the system I've created. And, you know, I'm not spending my time worrying about this stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think I truly agree with you with in regards to the mindset, man. Like, it really comes down to a mindset. You know, like if you don't have that right mindset to believe that, you know, you should invest in yourself to get you to the next level, whatever that may be, have a structured system for yourself. It's like what I always tell people. It's like, so you're telling me if I had a Ferrari and I was going to sell it to you for 10K, you know it's worth 100K, would you not do whatever it takes to go get that 10K?
Right.
I mean, how many of you in the chat, tell me, how many of you would be able to get that 10K if I was to say that?
Well, that's the thing, though, and that's the thing with most people is you look at the average person, and this is the difference between the average person and the really successful person. The average person will connect the dots looking back, right? They'll go, okay, you know, I did this, and then I made this, and then I did this, and then I, you know, did this. And that's why that happened. But if you take the really successful people, right, they all have a vision. They connect the dots looking forward. And most people can't connect the dots looking forward because they're too busy looking behind them. They're too worried about all this other stuff. So what you need to do is you need to drop that stuff, that old agenda, which is, oh, how do I do this? You know, why is this happening? Like, whatever. And think about what is the future, right? How do I go from point A to point B where I'm no longer continuing this old behavior and I'm actually making a change, right? I'm connecting the dots looking forward. I know that this is what's going to work for me and then make a difference.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to do this stuff. You know, it's not like I just, you know, dreamt this one night, you know, and then I woke up and it changed. You know, I got to a point where I was sick and tired of the same thing. And I went, how do I change this for myself? Okay, this is probably what's going to work. Then I failed. Then I tried that. But what I was doing is I wasn't looking behind myself. I was looking forward.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's some people in the chat. They've been asking me some questions, and there's some people on Facebook messaging me because I sent some messages out. What does the support look like for the for the course? I mean, are you going to be able to provide lifetime access to a course, and are you going to be able to do QA for a while? I mean, what would that look like for people? For me, even for 3 months from now.
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't like to think about it as a course because, a course is just like videos, right? And that kind of goes with the answer to that question is like the certification is so that you go into it and then you come out of it certified, right? Like it's not like you go to karate and come out a white belt, right? They don't just let you leave a white belt and say, yeah, you're good to go fight people, right? I'm not going to do that. So the certification really is the support that people need to get to where they need to be, right? I'm not gonna take my own people, which is what I made this for, my own company, and say, hey, look, you're half certified, go have fun on my clients' websites that are paying me thousands of dollars. That would be ridiculous. So, you go in there, you get certified, you get weekly calls. You actually get certified by me one-on-one. I test you. I go, can you do this? I'm not going to be easy on you. And once you do it, you come out and you go, holy cow, I just learned everything I need to know about this. I can probably go and, do whatever I need to do now to become successful in either, building my own websites. If you want to build affiliate, if you want to rank and rent, if you want to do any of that stuff, you want to do local, you want to do national, you want to do affiliate SEO. You want to do client SEO, you want to do course. I mean, you could do so much stuff with this knowledge. The fact that I'm even telling people about what it is like, I do it because I love teaching. At the end of the day, that's what I love. I like training people. That's why I have 800 videos on YouTube, right? And so the certification really is just an extension of that, of me going and saying, hey, look, for a serious group of people, we have 20 people or whatever it is. You guys are the people that are going to really be the ones who get this. And that's just how it works. That's how I'm taking people who are sort of serious, watching my YouTube videos, and separating them from the herd and going, look, you guys are going to make it, right? These are the people who are going to become, what I like to show people, which is real SEO pros.
Yeah, no, and I like how within the Discord, right, that's exclusive to the cert, that there's a lot of like-minded SEOs that are in there, and we're asking questions on how to do this, and and you're chiming in, and we're all kind of helping each other in here. I mean, your Facebook group does do that, but then you have nothing but people that are already trained and that's using the process, saying, if someone comes in, I had questions today and that got answered. Like someone just came to me and said, hey, Jake, this is how I would do it. Right? Someone said, I have 2 clients in the same industry in the same city. What do we do? Right? And, we just kind of message each other. I think that's a great thing that we're doing. How long do you think that we can do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to at least be able to do this till the end of the certification weekly. And then once we start getting people who are actually certified, I'm probably going to have them start leading the well. So, I want this to be a program that people can continually get help in. And, I don't know what the future of it is, but again, I'm not letting people go through that without becoming, a lot more skilled than when they came in. There was something else I was going to say, and I kind of forgot what it was. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's what it was. So, yeah, I mean, Facebook group, we got 16,000 members in that. I got a YouTube channel, 28K subs. Everybody in chat right now, I love you guys, but, there's 38 of you right now. I would love to individually talk to every single one of you, but I can't do it. It's like what we were talking about before. You can't just give away free SEO information all the time, because if you do, you're not going to make any money. So you have to charge for something, right? And so to be able, it's nice for me because to have this small group of people that I can actually one-on-one help that are really serious, to spend some money to really show me, hey, look, yeah, I'm serious about doing this. it's nice to be able to talk to those people, interact with them. I mean, even some of them, we played video games. I mean, you played video games with me, Jake. We went and played a game online. And it's just cool to be able to have that really tight community. Really, know that we all have each other's backs.
It's like a little, I would call it like an online family. Check up on each other. Like I remember in one of the Discord, one of the guys said, hey, I can't make it, my daughter's sick, and here we are, everybody's checking in on him, and him and the daughter. So it's definitely more intimate.
Yeah, and you listen to some of the group calls, they're so funny, dude. Like, we're talking, we're serious, but we're not just all just like, we're not just there just only to make money. We're there to like really enjoy, life and to enjoy the process. And, when we're doing our, weekly check-ins for the group, we're going in through each individual person. We're going, how are you doing? Jake, what's your biggest struggle right now? What is something that what is your biggest goal right now? Right? We keep track of everybody's websites that they're working on, because we want people to be successful. We want them to feel successful. We want them to feel taken care of. And I think people really get that out of the program. I think that's something that, I'm really happy to say that people can really feel taken care of for when they're in the actual, group.
Hey, just something quick here. When you're saying that you're going to certify people, we're set to have that call soon where you're going to be sitting down with me to make sure I can get through phase 1 without any sort of outside help. Is there going to be any sort of like grading? Because I'm going to be needing to hire people too as they go through this. And I'm talking with people in the Facebook group, and I've tried giving people the template. They can't do it, right? I don't want to train them. What I'm trying to say is there just going to be like a pass-fail sort of grade when it comes to this? That they've had that series of training with you where you've said, yes, you've got it. Get ready to train for phase 2, right? Kind of like a test, an exam.
So the way it works is that you should be able to understand the different phases on a conceptual level and on an implementation level. So yeah, pretty much if you can't go and tell me like 99% of the things from a conceptual and implementation standpoint, then we're going to have to run you back through it and figure out, okay, where was the disconnect? Why didn't he get this, right? The cool thing about our program is that when people are watching these videos, we can actually see how much of the video they watched. So if they didn't pass, we can go, hey, look, Jake, you only watched 50% of the videos. Go back and watch the rest, right? So yeah, I mean, we're not going easy on these people. We're not going easy on you because, if I would have went easy on myself back when I started, I wouldn't be here, right? And so, you have to have a certain level of respect for yourself to go, you know what? I understand. I'm not trying to mess around here. If you are, get all the free videos, watch the free videos, go in the Facebook group, talk to people, watch podcasts. That's how I started. But, that's only going to get you so far. If you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with successful people, right? You can't just expect to watch a Brian Dean backlink O'Neill Patel video and make a bunch of money. It's not going to happen. So there's a reason why people create like these type of programs. And the reason for that is because they give you the ability to surround yourself with people who are going to change your mindset. Right? It's not just understanding concepts. It's not just understanding implementations. It's not just doing SEO. It's not just making money. There is a direct correlation between making a lot more money and being really and having what you want in life and changing who you hang out with and where you spend your time. If you're spending all your time eating nachos and playing video games, I guarantee you the people you hang out with are going to be the same people. If you spend your time hanging out with people who are really successful, making money, and doing SEO, regardless of how they're doing it, you're going to be ending up like those people. So, you can go to other programs. There's other programs as well that will help you make more money. But the problem with a lot of programs online is they end up giving you information that isn't really sustainable. So, that's why we don't build links. That's why we don't go and do Facebook ads like the rest of the industry right now who couldn't figure out SEO, right? It's because we created a system that works. We're not going for, let's just make money till next year. We're going for how do we make money for our clients and for ourselves long term, so we don't have to worry about making money anymore. If I could have spent, 10 grand like 3 years ago, which was like all the money I had, to go through this and to become where I'm at now, or even just a fraction of where I'm at now, I would have done it in a heartbeat, knowing with what I know. And the problem is, though, again, I thought I had it all figured out, I thought I was all big shot, I was doing protein reviews on YouTube, dude. I was showing people, oh, look at this. This is the next Quest bar. 5 views. I mean, that's like right now, compared to where I'm at now, it's like rock bottom, dude. So, yeah, dude, I mean, God, I just, and the funny thing is, it's not even like, dude, it's not even $10,000 to take this program. It's like nothing compared to that, I'm not going to say the price right now because I don't know where it's going to be at by the time you watch this, but it's definitely not $10,000. So, I would get on the phone if I were, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then like with just one client, it pays for itself. Jake, would you agree?
Dude, this course has paid for itself more than twice in the last 5 weeks since starting. Like, I'm actually trying to email a client right now who just like kind of texted for me to. I'm following up with a client, a chiropractor, on Monday, right? He's like an existing client, and then I showed him the roadmap. I showed up 15 minutes, and he's like, "Oh, cool. No, I get what you're doing." While before he was like, "What's $200 a month look like?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't do it for 200. Like, come on. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take me 15 minutes to do all of this. It's gonna take me 10 minutes to do that." He's like, "Okay." It's like, how much? It's like, dude, 10 hours. Here's my hourly rate, 150. It's like, all right, I can, that makes sense. That's fair. Let's do 10 hours. Come in Monday with a document. Like, great.
Yeah.
They just keep coming.
So Jake, let me ask you, if this continues on, what is your projected financial goal for the end of the year?
Dude, my goal just at the start of the year was to get to 10 leads and 10 clients. Like that was the goal that I set at the beginning of this year, and I wrote down I want to be able to do that by the end of the year. I already hit that goal. Like, I think like this month, wow. I gotta sit down and tally and check my spreadsheet, but I think I hit that goal probably like a week ago, probably 2 weeks ago. Like,
wow.
Yeah, and it's mostly just like these are retainers, right? And I was doing 2 at the start of the year, for reference.
Wow. Oh, wow. I'm happy for you, Jake. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, right on. I'm glad to share this success with some other people in the channel and in the CERT program too. Now I'm getting too busy.
So if you were to give, like a word of advice to anybody that's on the fence, what would you tell them?
I would tell them just to stop running around in circles. I've been doing this, running around in circles. You know what that kind of looks like. You're sitting down reading blog posts, looking at YouTube all the time. When all you have, you have an audit, you can go type in, a plumber in your city, or look up any American city and type in chiropractor. You can get their contact information, show them the audit, record yourself doing the audit, and upload it on YouTube and email it off saying, "Look, I'm doing an audit for you. Check it out." They're gonna check it out, and then they're gonna say, "Okay, there's a lot of value." 1 of every 5 emails you're gonna do, you're gonna get a close that's gonna be worth at least $1,000. If you're starting from scratch, you have the full system. Like, I'm going to be able to walk you through all this, when I have the time to. Chase is going to be able to help you out. And, if you believe even half of what he's saying, anyone here can be able to use this step-by-step process to get results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys hear that? That's from Jake. He's been a really great success to getting. He's just started, like last month or so, and he's getting tons and tons of results. So yeah, guys, book a call with me. I can, within the first 10 minutes, I can tell if you're going to be a good fit for the program. After that, if I feel like you're a good fit, we can continue forward. If we're not a good fit, then I'll tell you right off the spot too. So we're not wasting time. So book a call.
Cool. I think we've pretty much. Do we want to do questions or anything, or should we just end it out? What do you guys think? You want to pick a couple of questions out of there?
I think I've been picking up questions and answering on behalf of the people in the YouTube. Some of them are talking about financing.
if you guys want to ask any questions, ask them right now before we get off. We'll do a couple extra minutes. I know a lot of people in chat right now, you're saying, how do we take the next steps? How do we book a call? Again, guys, you know, if you want to get in this, now's the time to do it. You know, we have as few seats open. So, you know, there's not a lot of room left. We can't be going and having individual calls with everybody.
Yeah, and if you book a call and you get in now, and there's a session tomorrow with Chase.
Is it still open right now? There's no way.
Well, I mean, like, I'm just saying, if you get in, you get a session with tomorrow for Sunday. I don't think there's a session, though, actually, now that I think about it.
It's probably already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, you know, it's up to you guys. Again, it's... Either way, I appreciate all of you guys for being here. You know, how much software is needed? Software is needed? Oh, so yeah, by the way, so let me just show you guys really quick. The page isn't 100% done with everything that's in here, but once you enter the email, you can see this is the different phases we cover. This is the different templates. You know, I've spent at least 500 hours on these templates alone. That you get with all the conditional formatting, all the stuff we were talking about with the greens and reds and yada yada. The hours and hours of trainings we already have pre-recorded with our group. And Evo, the 15-year-old, you can see here, you know, this video right here is 79 minutes. This one's 70 minutes. This one's 80 minutes. I mean, these are big videos, right? Agency calls, so you get to hear our own agency meetings. You get to hear the closing sales with clients. Tons of stuff. You get the private SEO group in Discord, which you can see here. This person's asking, Zach is asking, when are we getting the next video? And he's little Tyrone Bigots meme. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Here's some testimonials. So you can see David right here, 50% increase in calls and leads and quote requests already within 2.5 weeks. We got another David from Conclusive Digital saying the detailed nuances that pertain to each and every topic has been, and the guidance as to why it's important is extremely rare and valuable. I think there might have been there. And then, of course, Evo, the 15-year-old, saying SEO in general is very, but with Chase, it's all kind of just came together like a puzzle. So here's the link. Go click on it now before it's too late. Try to get a time if you can. Looks like we have a few times open tomorrow, so try to get those if you can before everybody else does. We're going to be probably running a few ads to this as well, so it's probably going to blow up pretty fast. This is the first time we've really taken the time to really talk about what we're doing here, to show so far all the results, and I'm not, you know, I'm definitely expecting that there's probably going to be a very high demand after this. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining. Frank says this video has been very helpful. I got on a call last Sunday. It wasn't nearly as helpful as this video. I'll book another call. Okay, great. Guys, passive. And you're ready. You're ready to take your game to the next level. You're ready to commit. Get on the call as soon as you can. You know, we got 7 seats open, and, you know, you could be one of the people sitting in them. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you all for joining. And until we see y'all next time, happy SEOing. Okay, we're off.
So people at the end were trying to figure out what the price was. So people right now want to call you right now. In YouTube, you got like a direct link for that?
Call right now. Yeah, let me get the
I mean, people are asking what the price is. I'd love to call. I have no clue how to contact you.
Well, I wasn't mentioning the prices. I didn't know if 2 wanted me to say it or not.
Yeah, the reason why we don't want to mention our price because we weigh them away from
that makes sense.
Value.
No, that makes sense. I'm saying, can I book a call with the guy that's asking the questions on here? Frank,
Dude, they're still going crazy in chat right now.
Dude, I got them primed, man. I've been talking to him while you guys were talking like...
Yeah, I saw that. Good job, Jake. Hey, I saw one of those objections that you handled pretty well about the guy talking about the books.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, why are you here? Why aren't you over there reading your book?
Hey, copy and paste that and send it to me, so I can paste it in here.
Hey, Chase, you did a fantastic job, man.
Was that good?
Yeah, like I feel like you Man, like, you know how you said you're uncomfortable talking about all that, getting that iffy me thing? You did a fucking fantastic job, dude.
I was trying really hard, dude.
Dude, you killed it, dude. That was good, dude.
Right on. Yeah, I was.
And Jake,
like,
you were a fucking badass, dude. I ain't gonna. You're so good.
Well, we'll see what happens when the dollar signs come in.
Oh, we just got 4 booked calls.
No way, dude. They're gonna start flowing in. Watch this, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna just start pumping ads into this, dude. Watch it. Just watch.
This was a really good session. I really liked it. It was really good.
A lot better than the last one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Would you say that's probably going to make us some money?
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure of it. This one, yeah.
We're hitting 50K this month.
So what's the big like takeaway though that we should have probably like what was the like I don't want to hear all the good things.
You guys kind of should have prepared. Maybe had something. The first half of it was kind of like, this is what I'm doing. You know, I've been doing this, and you weren't really talking to the person that's in front of the screen on the other side. You know, this is the problems that you're having. Again, people don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about they care about the problems that they have. They care about themselves. If you spend a lot of time talking about these are problems you have, obviously I've dealt with those problems before, so I understand what it's like, right? If you come in from that angle, then saying this is obviously you should listen to me, then hey, I know what it's like to be you. It's more emotionally impactful, right? I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Jake. I think, we kind of ramble on a lot during that first half, but yeah, it connects with like people like Jake that has experience, that has gone through those frustrations. But you know, like it's like what Jake said, where we need to talk to whoever is sitting in the front of the computer and what's in it for them. That's the thing that we need to really remember.
One guy in YouTube is saying, I want to book a call with a soft-spoken guy on there. I have no idea if it's you or me.
I don't know who it is. Might be me.
I don't know.
So anything else what was?
I don't know. I mean, I was. I think it just goes back to kind of what Jake said, being more prepared. Because I honestly thought that you were gonna be talking a little bit more about the audit, which you spent like maybe 2 minutes on it, and I was kind of like, I was like, wait, is it time for me to jump in and kind of talk about getting their mixed with their emotions, and that's why at some point there was some awkward silence as well.
Well, it was hard for me because again, it's almost two different realms for me to switch in between. Because I was so focused on trying to be the emotional side that I totally forgot about the audit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. But I guess that's probably why it goes back to what Jake said, being more prepared and maybe even understanding what the agenda was going to be.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would definitely probably be better if we actually actual presentation. I don't know. But it might also be nice though for them to see that we kind of winged it and it looks like more genuine, or it's like they're not, because once people go in the webinar they almost already sold to, right? But within that it was kind of just it almost looked more like an impromptu thing where, hey Chase, well, because it almost might seem like I was trying to go in that realm and then I got taken out of it by you and was actually talked about what matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
You already have 21 people subscribed to the list.
Oh man, it's only a matter of time.
You have 21 opt-ins?
Already for email, for the free audit template.
Oof.
What, is that a bad oof?
No, that's good. Dude, I'm dying here.
Yeah.
Wow.
21 out of 38 people average that was in there.
Including us four probably watching the video too. So you subtract that, that's probably 35 to 40 people. And you already have half the people that already downloaded their.
Dude, wait till I start boosting ads to the.
With people who already downloaded it. Remember, there's other people already got it beforehand. He's voting for about a month and a half.
How cool is it? How cool is it that the guy was like, "Oh, I booked a call before, but now I'm definitely gonna book another one."
Yeah,
If he doesn't close, I don't know.
it's a guaranteed close.
That's so cool that he said that.
Yeah, I remember speaking to him too. He was one of the ones that was like, well, I'm gonna wait until I have 2 clients and see if they're actually gonna be looking for some SEO services first.
Dude, how much do you want to bet too that your closes are gonna be like 100%?
Yep.
You're just
Dude,
order taking at this point.
I went from 1 book call tomorrow to 5 book call tomorrow.
Oh, dude, that's just the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's even really watched this yet. We only had 100 people watch it so far, bro. Like, wait till I boost this to like 8,000 people.
Or wait until you do that video that we talked about you getting that car and then doing a
Oh
quick.
yeah, I'm gonna go rent that car tomorrow, dude.
Which BMW are you getting?
I don't know. I'm gonna go get the freaking like the Audi fucking A5 or whatever it is.
Dude, and they get it like professionally edited too. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, I have a guy that I'm probably gonna use for that. I'm just gonna make it look super legit. We're gonna use my drone.
Dude, can you get the BMW i8?
How much would it cost to rent one of those for a day?
You know how legit this would be to drive around?
Oh, that would be sick. How much would it cost to rent a Lambo for the day?
I think check on Toro.com. I think there's people that like rent their cars. I saw some because I was gonna rent an exotic car when I was gonna go to Vegas in 2 weeks. And
it was
only it's for a Celine Dion concert. I think you're gonna want to go. And it was only like $200 or $300 for a day.
Oh really, dude? I'm on that, bro.
Yeah, and it's from private people though. So so it depends.
Might be sketchy.
Yeah, but Toro.
There's an app for it. Is that the app you're talking about?
I think it is Toro TURO.com.
I think so. I used to watch a lot of auto YouTubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up the app. There's an app for it, and you can rent out these nice cars.
Dude, I'm so stoked right now. Thank you, Jake, and everybody for being here.
Yeah, definitely. Jake, you did a fantastic, phenomenal job, man.
You really sold it, man.
Well, yeah.
Dude, like you made a big difference.
Yeah, I know. And I know that big difference is going to be reflected in my wallets. Keep the thighs thick, you know what I'm saying?
We definitely need to keep using Jake, though, for sure. Like, he's a big part of this, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And that'll definitely reflect in his wallet as well, too. Trust me.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Most definitely.
Just make sure you close those 4 tomorrow.
Let's all win together.
Yep. All right, cool. All right, well, I'm going to upload all this stuff. I'm going to do the ads. Ryan, you and I need to get on the phone and talk about how to do all this conversion tracking and stuff for the ads.
Yeah, well, we have conversion tracking. We also still need to go over the reports we need to send out.
Yeah, I still need to go to the gym, too. I haven't left the house since 9 a.m.
You still gotta shoot me that video too.
I still gotta shoot the video. Oh my god. Hey, just be proud of me that I finally did all this too.
Hey, this is good though. This is good. I like it.
Because I know for a while you were like, dude, we gotta get something out there.
I'm like, dude, hurry up, let's do it. Feed me more.
Well, the webinar was kind of half-assed. I just really didn't want to do the webinar, but this one I think was pretty solid.
Yeah, this one was good. I liked it.
We're gonna have our call later tonight then, because I still gotta run too. It's already done.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna hop off here. Enjoy the rest of the day off, and then hopefully you guys do too. So, thanks, Jake.
Right.
You did an amazing job, and then good job, Chase and Ryan.
Yeah, good job, team.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you guys soon.
All right,
see you
thanks,
guys.
guys.
Yes,
Bye.
Well, that's how you do it. Oh no, I spilled all of it! I've had Chase and his team work with me. No, because the money hasn't come in yet.
But are you hungry, B? Hi. Hi. Chick. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Wow.
We're going right now?
Wow.
Mặc quần đó nó có mặc quần nào đúng không bé? Em bé nó có mặc quần nào đúng không?
Oh.
She's only wearing that one pair of pants. Huh? She's only wearing that one pair of pants. Có một cái đôi đó thôi à? Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Đấy, mặc đồ không? Yay! Con cho mặc quần rồi đâu cho nó. Thế nha. Đi vô mặc quần đi chơi nha. Đi vô mặc quần đi. Mặc quần đi, ngó gì? Trời ơi, mặc quần vô đi chơi, mau lên. Yeah, Megan mặc quần rồi. Pen, đi vô. Where your pen?
Honey, my pants. My pants. Trời.
Biện tay nó. Wow, đẹp quá. Rồi vào lấy áo này ha. Đẹp quá nè.
Wow.
nhà nó mới ngủ dậy hay sao bé? Bé, mới ngủ dậy hay sao?
Why'd your mom give me this? It doesn't even fit me.
I don't have car seat. I'm not driving the van.
Strategist.
Huh?
Strategist.
What?
Strategist.
Strategist? What?
Memo.
Mimo. Hi,
Mom now.
Mimo. Mimo. Cat. Yeah, cat. Go. Cut. Did you want to go?
Hmm?
Are you going?
Yeah.
No, my headphones. How could she? Mimo, you are a jerk. Wow! Gotcha. Let's go. Did Megan eat already?
Oh my God, đẹp quá. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, hurry up, please. Let's go. Baby, are you going? Wait, come on.
Yep.
So I have to drop my dad off too. Where are we going? Which buffet? Which buffet is best?
What bucket is best? Oh no.
Are they gonna pay you?
Huh?
Are they gonna pay you? You're not working
Well,
for
we'll
free,
see.
right? You're not working for free.
No. What's this?